Hey YouTube, Logan with Hideaway Homestead, coming to you today with a video on the concept of having mini duck, as not many as in quantity, but many as in size, duck ponds in duck paddocks. And so this thought came to me. I'd been thinking about it for a while, and had thought about putting in somewhat of like a stream, an area where I would ship these guys through paddocks over on our property. But I got the idea when I was making the video on the natural duck diet and the stuff that they fish out of these ponds, and there was a little frog that jumped out of there, and the duck, just swallowed it up. And I thought, frog ponds don't have to be big; they can be very, very small. And if you've got small little ponds like that, there's no fish. It's a haven for frogs. Frogs will multiply like crazy in little ponds. So something like maybe not as small as some of the ones are, like the pond that I put on here. It was the micro pond of like 30 gallons. Even though I do have frogs living in there, I haven't seen them breed in there. Maybe something like 100, 200 gallons. And you could put those in paddocks, and especially like if you wanted to put your garden into paddocks to where ducks could come through and eat the slugs. Plus, you're gonna have the frogs eating the slugs. But it was when they had eaten that little frog that it really turned me on to it, and I had to go down and catch a few more tadpoles just to show y'all how much they love these. I mean, it was crazy watching them just, oh golly, I mean, it's gone. Didn't take no time. Here's a bigger one. This one will take a second to get up. I don't know who got it. Where is it? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Going down the gullet. Oh my gosh, they're fighting over it. There we go. Ducks have to swallow their food whole, so that was a big tadpole. Oh, and it's gone. But yeah, it gave me that idea that it's a possibility that you could do that, and if you allow the ponds to rest enough, and you had enough of them, they could come through and get a large amount of their protein needs from the little ponds. So here we got a tiny little tadpole. They should be able to eat this one right out of my hand. It's a tiny tadpole. Whew! And it's gone. And they're biting my hands. So they love tadpoles. And as you can see, I could just do this right here and herd my ducks. But yeah, I wanted to come to y'all with that, and I'm probably going to do an extended video or an extensive video on this subject, because I've got my rabbits tuned in as far as what I'm going to do with them for their fodder. It's been pretty easy, and I've had plenty of time to think about it and plenty of time to prepare and implement ideas and get it set in concrete how I'm going to do it for the most part. With the ducks, these are new. I am new at keeping Muscovy ducks. Cannot sing their praises enough. And I mean, these aren't even adults. They haven't laid any eggs. They haven't raised babies, and all the other good stuff that everyone's told me that they do. And I can't get enough of them. They're the best. But yeah, just wanted to kind of talk about that concept a little bit, and see if there's any ideas out there on the YouTubes about things that could be done to make that a reality, of having those little micro ponds. They're little frog ponds, no fish, just frogs, right, that they breed in. And if there's anybody that's kept Muscovy ducks out there in the past and had them keep or had them kept in ponds, like, what's the size of ponds? I've heard they're not as dirty, even though I changed that out so much and it's always muddy. That is a small, just little watering container, so it's not technically a pond. So that's what I'm wanting to get, is like, what kind of information is out there about how big of a water area they would need, and how much time you could have them in it before they just started to completely muddy it up and make it nasty. I may do some experiments on that if I don't get any feedback from the internet on that, or if I don't really find anything as far as researching it on Google. But definitely a neat concept of being able to add that, because if you had a pond that would have a lot of protein needs as far as insect, or would meet a lot of their protein needs from insects and frogs and tadpoles, and then you had the area where they could eat bugs from like your garden or some other area, and then had plenty of like plant forage for them, I think you could probably just shift them through paddocks and never have a drop of feed in them. So let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like on this video if it was helpful, entertaining. Subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this, homesteading and permaculture. And ring that notification bell. I drop a video every day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.